Welcome to a behind-the-scenes video from the Wera Tools F4 British Championship, certified by the FIA. My name's Rob Mason and I'm the Technical Delegate for the Championship, and today we'll be taking a look at some of the scrutineering processes that take place in the Wera Technical Centre over the course of a race weekend. First thing we do in here is weigh the cars. The combined weight of the driver and car is 605 kilos. Before free practice on a Friday, we weigh every single driver and check their safety kit, which gives us a baseline for the weekend. When we're in here, we check that there's nothing left on the car or in the car by the driver or the team, we check the scales are zero, and then we roll onto the pads and take the measurement. Next, we take a fuel sample to check that the teams are using the Championship's controlled fuel from carless. This is checked by an on-site chemist to get instant results. Once we've got the sample, we move on to lowering the car onto the platform. All vertical measurements on the car are taken from what we call the reference plane, and that plane is the lower surface of the wooden plank bolted to the underneath of the chassis. The skid block, which is bolted to that plank, has a series of holes cut into it that match the pucks on the platform and help locate the car. As we know the height of the puck, we can measure any surface of the car back down to the platform to check its height. Those holes in the skid block are also the point at which we measure the thickness of the skid block to ensure it complies with the 2mm minimum requirement in the regulations. We use a gauge to check floor height to make sure no team is running the floors too low to gain an advantage. All the teams get an allocated time slot ahead of the race weekend to come and use the platform and ensure they've set the car up correctly. Both ourselves and the teams also use the platform to check front and rear wing angles and heights, as there are further controls and checks on all of these components. We also have jigs for checking the front and rear wing widths and the width of the floor, all to make sure the cars are within the prescribed dimensions. Once we're done in here, the cars are sent back to their team's awnings under the supervision of the Championship technical team, where we conduct further detailed inspections. Usually, this involves an element of disassembly for detailed part inspection, so cars are often under part ferme conditions for 90 minutes while we complete all the checks.